I think America must see that riots do not develop out of thin air. In the final analysis, a riot is the language of the unheard.
What if I told you there was a high school where students have claimed to have been assaulted, and those students say that some of the people who have assaulted them were the very teachers that were supposed to keep them safe? And what if I told you that same school's administration has heard continuous complaints about racism, assaults against students, and students generally feeling unsafe at the school, and these claims are not new. In fact, many are years old. And now you might be thinking this school must be located in a third world country under a brutal dictatorship. Well, if you thought that, you'll be wrong. That school is right here in Washington State.
Pretty large group of students here at the high school have walked out of class. They've been doing this ever since Monday because of the racist incidents that you've been talking about, as well as a lot of sexual assaults that have been happening as well.
Students at the River Ridge High School have reported everything from rampant racism and/or assault that was either not investigated, not taken seriously by the administration, or it was covered up. And just to give you a snapshot as to the reason why more than 100 students walked out of class, you had a student athlete who was recently subjected to racist taunts during a basketball game. And that student's father, whose name is Kwayi Steplight, took to Facebook to express his anger. And as I said before, this is not a new problem, because I heard from students who flat out said that everything mentioned in this video is not a new occurrence or new wave, but instead it is the status quo. And so as a result of this, students attempted to protest in various ways.
When I spoke up there and I said, raise your hand if you have ever reported racism or sexual assault to this school, and they did absolutely nothing. I had about 100 to 200 hands raised. Almost everybody in that crowd raised their hand. They said that they had reported sexual harassment and they were suspended for harassment rather than their abusers. The victims are being consequenced for reporting, which is not okay.
And you would think that if the school wanted the students to feel safe, they wouldn't interfere with this protest. Well, let's just say the school administration of River Ridge High School apparently did everything possible to discourage students from protesting. School administration had the custodial staff tear up all the flyers and signs the students had made as a sign of protest. And when the school was called about these issues several times from students, parents, concerned citizens, members of the Black Panther Party, and so on, either there has been no response or a flat out denial of the claims being levied against the school.